It's Week 10 of the National Football League. And we've got C.D. Lamb. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Cowboys and the Eagles. And it's coming up next.
Welcome in, everyone, to this
Madden
presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football. And you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another. And I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other. They study each other. They work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends, but come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
Cavante Turpin on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Cowboys coming out. As usual, it's Dak Prescott leading the way. Led the NFL in touchdown passes, Greg. A season ago, already his 9th year at the helm for the Cowboys.
You know you have a good week, Mike, when it takes all 5 fingers on one hand just to show how many touchdowns you threw in last week's win. Now, do we expect him to do that 2 weeks in a row? I'm not sure that's realistic, but as long as he continues to operate at this high of a level, they're going to have a strong chance to win every single week.
Dak going to put it up right away. Open man down the field. It's Ferguson. And he will go all the way. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. Oh, and now look at this. It's a fake. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
I just can't wrap my head around that decision, Mike. I mean, think about it this way. If you want to go for 2, by bringing your extra point unit on, you have to snap the ball from the 15. If you keep your offense on the field to go for 2, you get to snap the ball from the 2-yard line.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles led out by their quarterback, and he is the leader of this offense. Jalen Hurts has that calm demeanor about him, can make the big plays as well. Greg, here he is already in his 5th year in the NFL.
I think when you go back and watch last week's game, Mike, I think 2 things were at play. Number 1, let's give credit to the defense. I think they did a nice job of identifying some of the easy layups we've seen this quarterback hit from a week-to-week basis. They took it away. They made him go to his 2nd, 3rd check down through his progression. And then secondly, when the play did line up, when they did get the look they wanted, he just missed a lot of throws. So they know they cannot afford another pedestrian performance out of him this week. If he can play to the standard we've seen in weeks past, they can have a better chance of having a better result.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get him out of bounds. Here's Dak Prescott, and the Cowboy offense set to go again. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his season total. You get a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes to this point this season. Here's 1st and 10. On the play fake, Dak. To the left side, he's got Ferguson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
We talk so much about starting fast and then trying to sustain that throughout the course of the game. That's exactly what they're doing here. They've got the early lead, but they're not content to just sit on the ball. They're looking to extend it. Nice start here to this drive. Once they cross midfield, then it goes into go mode. You're trying to come away with points every single time you have the ball. It's a good way to start this game here in the first quarter.
Dak going to throw it here on first down. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. It's second down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. A pass, caught by the veteran. That's Brandon Cooks. And he will score. Brandon Cooks, touchdown Cowboys.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Prescott leading the Cowboys to the line for this two-point try.
Cowboys will line up for the two-point conversion.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Third and long. Here's Hurts. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here comes the Eagles punt team, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. There's CeeDee Lamb heading back out there with the rest of his Cowboys teammates. As we play here in the month of November, worth noting he's putting together a campaign to remember. The NFL's leader amongst wideouts in receiving touchdowns. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Pistol now for Prescott. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
At the Eagles' 46-yard line.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. On 2nd down, it's Dak. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. To the goal line and in. CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. The Cowboys will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. In trouble, and down he goes.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
Hurts working in the pistol. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
On 3rd down, they'll go with Saquon. And this sequence, not one to build on. You're going to lose yardage on the 3rd down, and quickly it brings up 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. Perhaps he didn't get all of it. Their catch is taken right around midfield. The Cowboys offense, and Dak Prescott set to take over again. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. A 1st down throw for Prescott. That's down the field for Lamb. And he's into the end zone. CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. Numbers 11 and 12 on the season. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Aubrey now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Cowboys move out to a commanding 28-0 first half lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Short kick taken just inside the 20. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Eagles offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If this quarterback's offensive line had as much fight as he does, I don't think they'd be in this situation to begin with. I mean, it's not even halftime here, Mike, and they've already given up 6 sacks. At this rate, I'm not sure they're confident their quarterback's going to make it out of this game in one piece.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin just outside Washington.
And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
3rd and 6. Now Hurts. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
Here comes the Eagles punt team, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Cowboys offense and CD Lamb set to take over once more. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. And on the carry, this is Ezekiel Elliott. And let's give him about 4 on that one. It is Ryan Neal there to bring him down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Second and 6 at the 47-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. And he's into the end zone yet again. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. His big game continues. His 3rd touchdown of this one. Numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the year. On for the PAT is Aubrey. It's up and through. The Cowboys stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 15. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get back to work. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They get 11 and quickly pick up the 1st down. Once again, it's Barkley. And this time, they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
On fourth down, out comes the punter, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. First down, Prescott. That's down the field for Lamb. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Again, working deep downfield. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Fourth down, here's Dak. He'll let this go deep for Tolbert. That is hard, and he will score. Jalen Tolbert, touchdown Cowboys. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Cowboys keep widening that lead. It is now 42-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. Here's 2nd and 2. A pistol snap back to Hurts. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up third and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
It is 3rd and 10. To throw is Hurts. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
The Cowboys offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has given the folks who put together our highlights a lot to choose from. Came out hot, has not let up. Touchdown pass after touchdown pass. The defense left grasping at straws, trying to figure out how to slow him down. He has had some kind of game. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll let this go deep for Tolbert. That is brought in. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and then being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down.
So after the big play to start, now we have 1st and goal. Throwing is Prescott. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
So it's a win for the Cowboys. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys as we say so long from Arlington.